I'm hoping that the other like 100 civil cases will not just be left at civil cases and will actually be turned to criminal cases, because they should be. Because I got a big issue with everyone thinking that money is the end all be all into stopping a predator from operating. It is not. Real life.
If it ain't real life, just a real life street star. You know what time it is.
Do you feel like they did us an injustice by not? And I know it's the feds, but should they have put this trial uh, on court TV or something? Should we have had a visual uh, like history of this trial for?
It really don't matter. Like, that's the thing. This trial, the sentencing, the verdict, all the hyperbole, all of the pomp and circumstance, all of the this, all of that, it means nothing. It means nothing. This was all done for the public's entertainment. This was all done to get people like me to be quiet. This was all done to give weirdos like Vladimir Lyuski and Torre the ability to constantly challenge and try to check my veracity, my actuality, my truth, and to get the public to not believe whistleblowers like me. That's why this was done. This ain't even about Diddy. It's about the rest of them. Do you know they're still having white parties?
And whose honor? What?
Yeah, they're still having white parties. Michael Rubin is throwing them now. You know the guy that
Yeah, we've
Meek
heard those
Mill's
stories.
bunny hops for?
Yeah, little baby. We've heard some stories. Yeah, we've seen the bunny hop.
You, you, you know who he's cool with, right? Who he's very close with? Mr. Carter. So it went from Diddy's camp throwing the white parties to now the Jigga Man's camp is throwing the white parties. Interesting.
Very. Can I ask you? Early on, this story was a Cassie Ventura story. For her to receive 20 million settlement plus 10 million from the hotel, plus Diddy getting sentenced to 4 years, does Cassie get justice in all this?
Still
Does that
not
look like?
enough. Still not enough. Still not enough. And it's wild because she's getting such a better deal than dear Lee Cordello Smith is.
30 million and your perpetrator gets 50 months? I mean,
Still not enough.
jeez.
Her life is never going to be the same. And people are going to find ways to make her life complicated, to force her to have to spend that 30 million every way they possibly can. You know, there is no up. There is no win. Haven't I been saying that?
Yeah, like you said, it's all really make believe. I mean, this is all just for show or something. Is there a lesson to be learned here, though, at all? Like, is there a lesson for generations to come to learn from this?
Stop being so anxious to be a follower. Stop being so quick to be on that brandy bullshit. I wanna be down. We got too many people that want to be down.
Yeah.
We got too many people that want to be around all of this stuff. And we have enough instances of fuck what's right and wrong. As long as there's enough money to throw at it, it's going to be whatever we want it to be.
Now we speak on hubris, where Diddy, they say, had set up speaking engagements a week after he was
Yeah,
technically wanted to walk free.
yeah, yeah.
Again, we talk about hubris and things of that nature.
God said no.
Yeah.
God told him, sit your black ass down.
So I guess the
You
question
wanna know what
is,
was really sad?
please,
There's a woman, what is it called? Sprout to Success or something like that. Some kind of charter school, private, independent private school in Miami Gardens, which is right there in the area of South Florida where he's been warden for Satan of. Because he ain't nothing but a shepherd for the devil. But she was going to invite him to come to the school to speak to her students there, K through 12. Mhm. Yeah. You want to know what I find really interesting? All of these people that wanted to bring him to schools and bringing him this and bringing him that. How the hell are they going to do that when he's on the SEX offenders registry list? He's not allowed to be around kids.
that does make moving a little hard.
He's, he's not allowed to be around school. He's on the registry. Didn't I already do a tutorial about the registry? Like, I don't know. He is a registered SEX offender, and people want to bring him to school.
What do you expect him to be doing? I mean, again, he's not going to be in long. They say with points and time served, and any type of
We'll
he might
see.
he might be out
We'll
by
see.
Christmas next year.
People say a lot of things. You know what else they said? They said he was going to get bail. How did that work? You know what else they said at the end of that trial? Even after he was found guilty of the Mann Act, they was putting together a 4th of July party. How did that work? People say a lot of things, don't they? I guess they don't hear God say no. I don't know what's going to happen to him. I'm not even trying to guess. What I am praying for, though, is that real victims and real survivors actually get the attention that they deserve, that they get the justice that they deserve. I'm praying that Derek is going to be able to get out of jail. I'm hoping that the interview that I do with him will be able to get enough traction for there to be a doorway open for him to walk out of that jail and be able to go and collect the money that is owed to him. I'm hoping that the other like 100 civil cases will not just be left at civil cases and will actually be turned to criminal cases because they should be, because I got a big issue with everyone thinking that money is the end all be all into stopping a predator from operating. It is not.
Amen.
It is not. Why do so many of these cases stay civil? Why aren't they turned criminal when there's criminal acts all through the pages?
Can you file a criminal charge and still get money off of like? Can you sue later, or is it
I
strictly
mean,
victims
the
looking for money?
Brown Simpson's family, OJ was acquitted and they was able to take him to civil court and get him for bread. It really doesn't matter which way you do it.
That is true.
It can go either way. A civil proceeding and a criminal proceeding is just two different proceedings. But if you have criminal acts in a civil proceeding, just because someone gets paid or it gets settled and people get paid out, it doesn't mean that those acts shouldn't be tried criminally.
Would you be surprised if Diddy has a music career after this?
Why? He barely had one before.
God damn.
Well, what is a music career? What is his music career? What instrument does he play? What does he know about music? He knows nothing.
The fiddle?
No, not even that. There was no music career. There was him collecting a bunch of hungry and desperate people who wanted to be successful at their God-given gifts, and him taking advantage of them, and then him putting his name all over everything. How is that?
Someone had once said you have to separate the art from the artist, or the talent from the man, meaning that his
talent, the only thing he's talented at is hurting people and destroying lives. I don't want to separate him from that. I wish everyone else would stop trying to. See that?
Shout out Reallyfe Street Starz, nigga. Move. Hey.